All right, Karen, you ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
All right. Who went first last time? You or me?
I'm not sure. I can go.
You ready? All right, y'all. This is Dream Team Live role play. We got Karen on the line. We have Jocelyn on the line. Uh, Two powerful agents, and we're excited about it. So let's go ahead and sharpen our skills and do what we do. It's on you, Karen. Matter of fact, Jocelyn, can you? I'm gonna have you go with Karen this morning.
All right.
Let's get it going.
Hello, this is Karen Owens. I'm with Vertical Real Estate. I'm calling about the home for sale. Is this the homeowner?
You there, Jocelyn? Hey, yes, this is me. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. And what was your name, sir?
My name is Mark.
Okay, how are you? Mr. Mark, I'm glad to talk to you right now. I just had a couple of questions about the home for sale, and I was
Okay.
just wondering, Mr. Mark, when you move from this house, where do you plan on going next?
Honestly, we haven't really made up our mind yet. We just know that we have to get our home sold before we lose it.
Okay. Okay, so when you say before you lose it, are you maybe upside down on your mortgage or?
No, not necessarily upside down. We just haven't been able to make a payment in the past
Okay.
five months. So, um, we'll yeah, that's what's going
Gotcha,
on.
gotcha. So I would say that your motivation to move on a scale of 1 to 10, one being, not that in a rush, or 10, you got to get out of
No, we are in the 10.
10,
It's like
definitely.
either move or get kicked out. So that's why we went on and put it on the market.
Okay, sir. Now, how did you guys determine your sales price on the house?
We just really put it on the market for what we owe, and
Okay.
we actually added an extra 5,000 on top of that just in case. Um, so that's pretty much what we did.
Okay, sounds good. So are you guys willing to work with buyers and maybe adjust your price?
Um, that's really up to the bank. I mean, the situation that we're in, we only have that $5,000 cushion room for negotiations. So we're just going to pay off what we owe and go from there.
Okay, sir. Now, as far as a payoff amount, what is your payoff amount?
Three 395,000.
Okay, awesome. So you guys thought about going into short sale?
Um, Honestly, I'm not familiar with that. What is a short
Okay.
sale?
Well, basically, another question I just want to ask: do you guys have any real estate in mind that you would want to work with?
S- Say again, man.
Do you guys have a real estate agent that you currently have in mind that you would work with?
Well, we don't have the room to hire an agent. So that's why we decided to sell it ourselves because we know, in regards to how much we owe, and what I mean, like we don't really have any money on the table to pay the commission, the 6% commission. That's the only reason why we decided to sell it ourselves.
Okay, Mr. Mark, I totally understand that. Now, I would love to come in and sit down with you just to discuss some options. Like you said, you weren't too aware of short sales. Short sales is an option that you can use to get your guys' house sold. And then I definitely want to help you guys with making sure that your house is marketed right and priced right, because that definitely will make a difference. So I was wondering, maybe are you free this afternoon so we can sit down and talk?
Yeah, I'm pretty free, but a short sale that would hurt my credit, though, won't it?
Sir, it would help your credit, but then it would also help you to make sure that your house gets sold. The bank will take it basically from you. But it's an option. I know you said you haven't been able to pay in the last 5 months, so that's also what hurts your credit since you haven't been able to make any payments. But I don't know. What do you think about that? Just sitting down so we can discuss some of those options, and I can get you
I
in
mean,
contact.
that's fine with me. I'm totally okay with that.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's
What
cool.
what is a good email for you?
Mark, savemyhome@gmail.com.
Okay, sounds good. So, Mr. Mark, I will send you some information just about some information you can read about short sale and also just about myself as an agent and what I can help you do. And I'll be meeting you tonight at 5:30.
Okay, that sounds great, man.
All right, take care.
All right, thank you. um, Carrie, you did something that I thought that was very phenomenal, and that when he mentioned about his the short sale hurting his credit, you made it known that because he haven't paid in the past 5 months, he's already hurting his credit.
Right.
So I thought that was just an awesome comeback. Yeah, that you got that one from the throne room. That was an awesome comeback because what happens is people don't realize that. You know, they think, okay, if my house goes into foreclosure or if it goes to a short sale, that it's going to mess my credit up. Well, truth be told, once you miss that payment, they already reported to the credit bureaus. And so to have 5 consecutive months of no payment, and one of the things you could have mentioned is that, you probably in foreclosure status.
Right.
So the sooner I mean, he has it on the market, great. But one of the things that when it comes to a short sale, you have the ability to list it less than what he owed. All
Hmm.
right. And then it would create the opportunity for it to sell quicker because the bank will be willing normally to accept at least 80% of what he owed on it. All right. And so you can talk about giving him the free appraisal, the CMA report, because even though he owes a certain amount, the market may dictate something differently in regards to what the house would sell for. So, awesome, 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 awesome. I'm in a situation right now with a client. The husband contacted me as he wants to put his house on the market. Um, I told him about short sale because I mean, I think I showed you all this the other day. They're like $100,000 underwater, and you know, so now their payments, and they're in their fifties. Okay, they're in their fifties, and their payments is around $2,000 a month. All right. So the wife she don't want to sell the house. Of course, she's attached to the house, and I can totally understand that. They've been there for going on 10 years. And so she wants to do a modification. All right.
Hmm.
Now, loan modification is not the best thing as people think it is, because that amount of money is, in most cases, is not being forgiven. It's going to a second mortgage,
Right.
and it's going to be something that you're going to have to owe. And so one of the things that I presented to him was, hey, talk with your wife, make sure y'all both on the same page, because that's something I don't want to get in between of. But I did want to shine some light on this. That hey, look at this. You're already $100,000 underwater. You're making $2,000 payment. 10 years from now, when you retire, you're going to be on a fixed income.
Hmm.
Is your fixed income going to be able to support that $2,000 payment? You know, so there's a situation where it may be best for you to go ahead and short sell it, get from underneath it. I sent them over some rentals. Hey, you can rent a house that's, in great shape, good neighborhood for almost half of what you're paying in a mortgage payment. This is probably one of the situations where rent would be would be ideally. And then 3 years from now, when you are able to purchase another house, purchase one that's, much less than what you have now, and then you should be okay. So that's that. All right, let's get it going. You ready, Karen?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hi, this is Domenick Epps with Vertical Real Estate, and I'm calling about the home for sale. Is this the owner?
Yes, this is the owner.
Hey, how you doing today, man? May I get your name?
Yes, her name is Lisa McLeod.
Hey, Miss Lisa. I'm doing a survey of all the for sale by owners in the area. Just had a few questions for you. Is that okay?
It's fine.
All right, I was wondering, if and when you sold this home, where would you go to next?
I'm planning to go to Tennessee.
Tennessee, that's exciting, Lisa. Now, how soon do you have to be there?
I want to be there like yesterday.
Yesterday, fantastic. Now, how would you rate your motivation to move then on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, you're not in a rush, and 10 being, well, yesterday?
Definitely 10.
All right, I love it. Now, what methods, Lisa, are you using for marketing your home?
Right now I'm currently on the MLS, and I'm actually doing like a couple of what's it called? Open houses, and I'm on the Facebook, the social media, all that good stuff.
That is outstanding. So let me ask you this, Lisa. So basically, with the ForSaleByOwner.com website, which I got your information from, all right. So did you pay the package to put it on the MLS?
Yes, I did.
Okay, okay, fantastic, fantastic. Now, how did you determine your sales price?
The agent that helped me put it on the MLS gave me, I guess it's called that comps something.
Okay, okay, all right, totally understand that. Now, let me ask you this, Lisa. Are you prepared to adjust your price down when working with the buyer?
Um, at this point, I would say yes. Like I said, I'm ready to go.
Okay,
Tennessee.
all right, I totally understand that. So let me ask you this. Why did you decide to sell yourself rather than list with a real estate agent?
The package was pretty good. I thought that I had everything that I need to just get this house sold.
Okay, all right. So let me run some things back to you. I understand you correctly. You say you have it on the MLS, correct? Which is outstanding, which is fantastic because it gives access to agents to see that your house is on the market. So that's great. Also, while you have it on the MLS, does it show that you're paying a commission?
Yeah, I am paying a commission of 2%.
Okay, so you're paying 2% commission to agents that bring you a buyer. All right, and you have some social media marketing going on, and you have a sign in your yard. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you pretty much say that you have everything that you feel that you need to get the house sold, but you're ready to be sold by yesterday. So you're already a day late and a dollar short. What do you think about that, Lisa?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, all right, all right. Now, if you were to list, which agent would you list with?
I'll probably list with the agent that helped me out.
Okay, the agent that helped you out on ForSaleByOwner.com.
Yes.
Okay. All right. One of the things you may not know is that that is actually a company that's not local based. So you may not be for sure if that agent is licensed in the state of Virginia because they do operate out of a 1-800 number. So you may be talking to someone who's in California who may not have their license, but that's okay because that's why I am here to assist you. So let me ask you this. If you were to list with a powerful agent such as myself, what would you expect me to do for you to get your home sold?
Bring some buyers.
Bring some buyers. Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the advantage that I have that you didn't mention that you have is that I work with pre-approved buyers all the time. I have a database of pre-approved buyers. And so let me ask you this question. How much time will it take before you would consider hiring a powerful agent as myself for listing your home?
Um, I would say about 2 weeks. I
About two
don't.
weeks? Okay, okay. All right. So, Lisa, this is what I would recommend. Is it okay if I give you a recommendation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. If we wait 2 weeks, then you will be 2 weeks and a day short of getting to Tennessee. All right. Which, in all honesty, it would be great if we could meet today because I know yesterday you were supposed to have been in Tennessee and not there yet. And one of the things that I would love to do is just sit down with you and share some of the things that I can bring to the table to help you get to your goal of getting to Tennessee and getting your home sold and getting it sold quickly. So let me ask you this: how does your schedule look today between 12 and 2 or 5 and 7?
I think I can make an opening for 12, between 12 and 2.
Okay, can we do 12 o'clock or 12:30?
Yes, that would be fine. 12 o'clock.
Okay, that'd be fantastic. May I get your email address, Lisa?
Yes, it's Lisa McGruff the Muff at gmail.com.
I love it. I love it. All right, Miss Lisa, I'm going to send you an email, some information about myself, and I look forward to seeing you. And honestly, I look forward to getting you a buyer pretty soon so you can get to Tennessee, okay?
Awesome. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, all right. Karen, you was light today. What's up? Was it because I was light?
Well, I thought I wasn't because I got all the MLS stuff, but you're a great agent.
All right, yeah, you were pretty light today. You normally come a little hard on me, but that's all good. That's all good. All right, so basically, best. Okay, when you look at ForSaleByOwner.com, here's the thing. You know, they can put it on the MLS for a price. All right, we know that, we understand that. You know, boom, bam, it happens, right? So what are we going to say differently? Because the MLS has been what agents have been using as a means to say, this is why you should list with me, because I have the ability to put your home on the MLS. All right. So that's one of the things. And also, you know, when it goes on the MLS, it also goes to various websites such as Zillow.com, Trulia.com. It goes to your Realtor.com, Homes.com. So all these various websites that it go to. But the difference maker now is that, you know, for one, when you have your home for sale by owner as a FSBO listing, you're going to get agents that's going to call you all the time. It's nonstop. If it's not going to be me, it's going to be Karen. If it's not going to be Karen, it's going to be Jocelyn. If it's not going to be Jocelyn, it's going to be Brandy. If it's not going to be, you see what I'm saying? And it's going to go on and on and on and on. And so you're getting these phone calls, and few of them are buyers. All right. And then the few that are buyers, few of those are approved buyers. Because some of those may be asking, hey, are you willing to rent your house out? Are you willing to do rent to own? Are you willing to do owner financing? And there are some other questions that we can ask when you have, you know, for sale by owner that's so gun-ho or not listening with an agent. You can ask them, not only are they willing to adjust their price down, but hey, are you willing to own or finance your home? Right. Most of them, no, I'm not going to own or finance my home. Well, I would like to inform you that because you are for sale by owner, you will attract potential buyer clients who will ask you for owner financing because they're not approved. When I have the ability to cipher through all of that to make sure that every offer that I present with you are offers of those clients who are already approved by lender that can apply for a mortgage, and not someone who's trying to do owner financing, and absolutely not someone who's going to try to lowball you. All right, and so that's my job, to make sure that you get the most of your money as long as your home is listed at fair market value, and which the market dictates it should sell for. And so we just want to be firm on that we're not trying to paint this picture that you can list your house for whatever amount that you want to list it for and that it's going to sell. It doesn't work that way. I don't care how immaculate your home is. People are not going to pay $100,000 over what the house is appraised for. It's just not going to happen, all right, unless your house is sitting on a pot of gold and you don't know about it and they know about it. Other than that, it's just not going to happen. So at the end of the day, it always comes down to price. And the price is going to dictate how soon it's going to sell, all right, or how many days it's going to be on the market. Because you do have some who are just gun-ho on their price, all right, and even if it's a few thousand over price, if you're still willing to take the listing, because you're not just interviewing them for the job. I mean, you know, they're not just interviewing you for the job, but you're interviewing them to see if you want the job.
Right.
Because there may be some clients that you may be willing to say, you know what, no, I don't want it, I'm good. You know, thank you for the opportunity allowing me to meet with you. But at this moment, I think it's best that I'm not accept the opportunity to list your home. And they may be like, what? Like, because, you know, there's some clients you just don't want to work with.
Right.
So, yeah. All right, Karen, what questions do you have? And Jocelyn, I know you can hear me, but you can't say anything. If you want to text me the questions that you have, I'll give you all a few minutes to ask me any questions that I can answer for you.
I think for me, I'm not too confident with the working with the comps. I know you showed it to us and stuff. Mm-hmm. One house that I was trying to list, one for like in Virginia Beach, like I think it's on market on the MLS right now for like 8,900. And when I did the comp,
8,900.
Yeah.
8,900. $8,900.
Yeah.
That's a land listing.
No, that's Wait, say that again.
You said 8,900.
899, comma 999.
899,000. Okay. All right. Gotcha. That sounds better. All right.
Oh, when I did the comps, like it was showing the only houses in that area were selling for like way over that price. Um,
That's a good thing
and
because
these are a good thing, but none of them were like in the like even the time frame, or some of them just are kind of. I know you said 5 miles, right?
yeah, but you can go a little further if you need to. But the question is the question is this: what is it in the past year or two? Because if you have to go 5 years out, then that's not really going to work. But if it's in the past year or two, if you have to go further than 5 mile radius, you can go further than that, as long as the house is comparable. You're looking at square footage, you're looking at number of bedrooms, you're looking at number of baths, number of garage. Is it waterfront property? Is it not waterfront property? You know, what's the style of the home? So all of that you have to take into consideration when you're pulling comps that's further than 5 mile radius. Just make sure that it's still comparable to your subject property.
Right. Then, as you said, 2 years, but then how if there hasn't been any in the last 2 years?
Well, just go back till you find one. Just
Yeah.
go back till you find one, and also you want to see if there are any pending. Now you can go to active. All right, now that's the last thing you do when you're trying to pull. If you go to active and you see once you're going to active, that look at the market time. All right, and if the house has been on the market for over a year, then that house is overpriced. But also, what you may want to know is that the time limit. Well, what I'm trying to say is the market time would dictate if it's way overpriced or not.
Right.
All
That's
right,
true.
because yeah, Jocelyn question is there a time limit to list in MLS? Well, you have the date that you list a home, and then you will have an expiration date. Now, you're going to see on a lot of high-end homes and new construction, some of them want to list it for no more than 6 months at a time. All right, they'll
Mm.
give you 6 months to get it sold, and if you don't have it sold in 6 months, then they may take it off the market or try to list with another agent. All right, I always try to make my listing contract for 1 year. I at least try to give it a year span. And one of the things that I emphasize, because you have a client that say, "Oh no, I don't want my house on the market for a year," and what you're saying to them is, I'm not. My goal is not for it to be on the market for a year. My goal is to have it sold way before then.
Right.
But this just gives me a safe cushion that we don't run into an expiration. All right. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can go to an automatic reduction as long as your client sign a reduction form where you can say, okay, listen, we're going to list your home at 200,000. All right. If we don't get any offers within 1 month, every 2 weeks we're going to reduce it by 5,000 until we get an offer. And you can either have them sign that reduction form so that it gives you permission after that month to every 2 weeks to reduce it, and or you'll be having to do a list and change form every time you decide to reduce the price.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, any other questions? Let me see. Did she ask me another one? Okay, I think that was it. So, pretty much, you all are getting great at the script. Before you know it, you're gonna know it by heart, and now it's time to put it to work. So we don't just want to know what to say. Now we want to make sure that we do it. Now for you, Karen, it may be Saturday. Saturday may be your day to call for sale by owners. If you don't, now you could do it in the evening. You could make phone calls in the evening, which can work as well. But Saturday may be your day, may be
Mhm.
your day. And so also I want to try to get you over that database today so you can go ahead and start calling some of those buyer clients and yeah, find them a home and get it closed. Get it closed. But hey, this is all that we have for today. So great job on today on the role play. And Monday morning, we're back at it live.
So next
Boom.
branding, right?
We're doing branding. Correct. Correct. So we're still gonna do our role play, but
Yeah.
once we complete the role play, we're going right into branding, and so we'll talk about just certain things that you can do to market yourself, certain basic things that you can do to market yourself, because marketing is important. It's so important that people know who you are, and we'll talk about some free ways to market. We'll talk about some ways to do it least expensive, and how to do some co-marketing branding with preferred lenders or with your title company that you're using, because they can kind of help you with the cost. So next week we're going into branding, marketing, and of course role play. All right,
Awesome.
all right, great job, you all. Boom. See you all on Monday. Okay.